a just chatting session before we pump up the jams on a Friday morning here. Seeing what everyone wants to play. We were lucky enough to take part in a resist gaming event on Ultima Online, which was really super cool. I've never been part of that before. So essentially what it is, hi Lava, how's it going this morning? How are you today? I think so. Let me know if it is. You know, it's funny. I was playing around with so many different things the other day that I think I got it fixed, and I don't even know what I did. Zaz and I were discussing it, and as weird as it sounds, it seemed almost as if it had something to do with the USB buffering, because I think I've narrowed it down to switching from USB 3 port to USB 3.1 port. So again, it could have been like some sort of compatibility issue. All that technical mumbo jumbo, right? How are you this morning? Make sure you take a healing potion with you for the day, Lava. But I believe the audio is fixed. Again, let me know if it isn't, because it has been for the last couple of days though. I haven't had any blips. I've done technical tests for roughly 4+ hours. I think I did one test for, I want to say 13 hours, and I didn't have any blips throughout that. So I mean, at this point, if something happens, I don't know what's going on, right? Thinking of streaming a bit earlier tonight, trying to fix my sleep schedule a little bit. Yeah, it can be hard with everything going on, right? I mean, I know Avis a little while ago was saying that she was finding it really hard to sleep recently and stuff like that. In a lot of cases, I find like a schedule, like you were saying, right? Just be very routine, especially before bed. You just kind of fall into that, almost that robot mode, right? I know I have difficulty sleeping myself, so you just get into that robot mode where, you know, this, and then that equals sleep, and then your body just knows, right? Here I am giving sleep advice as one of the worst sleepers in the world. But, you know, sometimes it takes one to know one, right? It takes one to know one sometimes. That's the funny thing about it. Because I've had so many issues sleeping throughout the years, I've had to deal with it, so I've, you know, come up with that for myself. And different people find too, like I know some people, they'll work out before bed. You know, some people will try and work out a little bit earlier. I've heard a lot of people say don't eat after 8 o'clock because of digestion issues and stuff like that. So all little helpful tips, right? And by the way, for anyone that wants to check out a super cool streamer, a little shout out here too, Lava. We'll give you a shout out here. Shout out! We're just doing some just chatting before we bring some pumped up games this morning. Also too, just to show you on the mini screen there, we're also working on a new character for Ultima Online. So this is actually a different player-run server. That's an option as well. Actually, the developers for this server were nice enough to actually jump into my stream the other day and start following me. Shout out to Ultima Online Forever and Uo Tony, two super cool guys. And again, they're putting in the hard work on the developing side for this game, so that a lot of people like me have the ability to still play this game, because we're talking about a game that came out in the mid-90s here, folks. So the fact that you can still jump onto servers for free and play this gem of a game is awesome. And the fact that people like Ultima Online Forever 2 and everything are able to bring it to us, hey, you know, hats off to them, right? You know, they take money out of their pocket and time out of their day to do this for the players that are playing on these servers. So, you know, big shout out to them, right? Oh, no worries, Leva. No worries. No worries. No worries. Share the love, right? Share the love. I always say. Ooh. This map looks different than the normal map, maybe. That's going to be kind of interesting if that's the case. And it looks like, okay, so for anyone that was noticing here, with this server, I guess you get 4 starting skills. Normally in Ultima Online, you only get 3 starting skills, but they actually let you get 4 starting skills, so that's pretty cool. I always like to start with like Magery if you're going to choose it because it's a relatively expensive skill to work up. And then from there, I kind of just pick based on, you know, what might work well in the field. Usually a weapon skill of some sort. On a lot of heavier populated servers like this, I like to pick mace fighting because a lot of people don't use mace fighting. So there's a lot of decent mace weapons out to buy from vendors. Oh, no worries, Leva. I do that kind of stuff all the time, seriously. I'm horrible for that. I am horrible for that. I mean, at the same time, too, like, you know, as long as most people are there to watch you and stuff like that, I don't know, whatever, right? Yeah, I figured I'd check this one out, too. As I was just saying, Absolute, this, actually, the developers for UO Forever were actually nice enough to jump into my stream the other day and check me out. So I wanted to check out the server just to see what it offered. You know, spread the love, right? And we were actually just saying, it looks like the UOF map might be different. A little bit different than the regular Aussie map. I don't know what I want to choose as my last skill here. I was thinking necromancy, but I don't know. I don't usually play necromancy on a UO character. Never have, probably never will. Maybe Prove. So that's the other thing too. With this server, I don't even know if there's a 700 skill point skill cap, anything like that. Oh, okay. So apparently Necro isn't available on UOF. It's just in the Gump. Okay. So UOF, if I'm not mistaken, too, is a period server like UOR. And by the way, I've got UOR macroing in the background. That's why I figured I would jump over to this here and stuff like that and see what was going on with UO Forever. Because I've got Arwen training vet. She's at pretty much 70 veterinary from last night, so that's pretty cool. And my laptop went off last night. And also, too, there's a really cool event going on. So anyone that's part of UO Renaissance, make sure that you jump into the server right now if you have any characters that need resist. If you're trying to think, if you're thinking about building a PvP character or anything to play on the server on our community days and stuff. Because right now there is a guild. If you follow the green gates in town for the event gates, there's a resist building event going on. From last night to now, from 50, like from starting at 50 to now, I'm at 86.9 for free. I've got another buddy who got to macro all night, and he's in like the low 90s, so really super cool. Oh, okay, so it's 700. It sounds like it's pretty much a T2A time period with some custom content. So it's probably very similar to Angel Island, the other server I used to play, which was Adam Ant's custom server. He was kind of a role-playing, PK, like a player killer, but he had a storyline to it and everything like that, and like a rule system and everything. So he wanted to create a server where essentially there wasn't like the murder counts the way they work, where you have to macro off your time. He had a jail system on his server. It was really neat. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna just check this out here. And again, I'm just kind of playing this while we're just chatting and stuff like that and everything, just to check it out here. because at the same time, I do still want to get into some shooters and stuff like that. Maybe something more upbeat and stuff. So by all means, if anyone wants to play a shooter, maybe some Paladins, maybe some Overwatch, we can always get into that as well. Click here. All right, so what do we want our last skill to be then? Like I was saying, maybe I'm thinking we're going to go with Provocation then? No, we're going to go with Peacemaking. I always do Peacemaking on a warrior to start the game. Okay, that's good. Healing, mace fighting, peacemaking. Musicianship builds up fast. Everything else builds up fast. We'll take a little bit more magery. Yeah, we'll max that one out. Healing. Mace fighting, we want... No, mace fighting we'll put down a bit more, and healing we'll put up a bit more. The process of building a character on this game, eh? Alright. Yeah, it should be okay. At least that'll start us off with an instrument, a mace, some bandages, a spell book, all the essentials, right? The essentials, Rick, you know, things you need to survive. Trailer Park Boys. See, I'm not. I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of Provo on a Dexer. I'd rather peacemaking on a Dexer for for essentially the spawn control. I understand Provo can be more powerful and like better for profit, but I don't like the fact that you always have to have two of whatever, and I find the fail rate is much higher. You know what's funny, Lava? Actually, PUBG is probably one of the only ones I don't really play. And it's not for any particular reason or anything like that. It's just I don't play that one. A lot of the times I stick more to, I guess, the team-based shooters, Overwatch, Paladins. Like, let's see, what else do we have here? Like, I mean, I've got a lot of different shooters. And then also too, I just recently started playing Call of Duty Warzone because I had a bunch of buddies asking me to start playing that. Like some of my like real life friends and everything like that. Some of my older friends. So I do play that every once in a while. And then what else do I actually, that's good. I should actually update my stuff while I'm doing this. And then the Steam list here. So I mean, what do we got? Oh, Battlefronts 2. That one's always really fun. Apex Legends. That one's really fun. Oh boy, Paladins. What else? Oh, Serious Sam. I've got that for VR. That one's really cool. Highly recommend that one for anyone that has a VR headset. That's a really neat game. What else do I have? I guess that's it for Steam. And then on Epic, got a bunch of stuff too. Oh, can you hear the doggy? Hear the doggy in the background? Oh, sorry, Rotten, what's up, brother? Oh, no way. No way. No way. No way. Do I have to guess, or do I already know? No way, man. Bud, that's what hard work gets you, right? Congratulations. That's super awesome. So what Rotten King is talking about is he was vying for a position he wanted with a company, and he got it. Apparently like a really cool, like fun to work for company. So that is super awesome. Oh, apparently I'm not signed into my Epic account right now. All right, I'll do that after if we have to do it. Oh, no way. That's super awesome. On Tuesday? That's pretty cool. So you get a little bit of relaxation over the weekend. You get to relax for the Monday, hop back into it for the Tuesday. That's super awesome. If I'm not mistaken, we heard, don't quote me on this in my area, but apparently there's talk that the lockdowns are going to be lifted shortly. So a lot of people are going to be going back to work and stuff like that. So if that's the case, hopefully there will be work to be found. Oh, I hate this. Sorry, give me a second here, folks. Where are my options? Okay, just give me my sound options here. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm really sorry about this, folks. Give me a second. Get rid of the sound there. Sound. Turn that off. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. The blast of UO sound there. Nostalgia for some, ear bleeding for others. Oh boy. Actually, okay. So that looks pretty cool. I like, right off the bat, I like in my case, it was kind of one of those situations where, I mean, I'm on stream, so I didn't like everything bombarding me there. But I do like the fact, I'm just going to switch it to like a game screen here for a quick second. I do like the fact that when you join the server, a bunch of like heads up UIs pop up to essentially let you know what's going on, explain your email address for probably account recovery, different things like that, right? UO Forever message of the day. Oh, okay, cool. So it's like a little built-in like town crier. That's kind of cool. And then it's explaining the young player benefits. All right, so that's pretty cool, actually, folks. That's really neat, actually. So right off the hop, I like that about it. So like I said, slowly over time, I'm going to check out UO Forever here and stuff. But again, this is our just chatting morning, right? Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. Another announcement. Okay, wait. What's going on now? What do we got going on now, Rotten? Don't keep me in suspense here, brother. Let me know. Brother, I need to know what's going on, brother. You have to be able to guess it. Wait. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. I'm horrible with these. I'm horrible with this stuff. You sound like me on ranked. Come on, brother. You need to focus on target. We need to get to the enemy team. It's almost like a combination of like the Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh boy. So okay. So I've made my peace Dexter here, essentially. What do you start off with on this server? Okay, so you start off with some clean bandages. Night Sight, Agility. Do they not come in the... Do you start off with a full spell book? No way, really? Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I've seen servers do that. So they've given you a full spell book up to level 4, which I think is probably the best way to do things. Instead of the whole, like, 12 spell book. Okay, so that's pretty cool. 32 spell book. New bead scissors. I mean, your regular dress garb, right? What do I got? This little wisp here. All right, 1 second. We're going to switch it to full screen here. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you guys see my email address. I don't really care, but... just in case it goes into some, like, password thing or something like that next, right? Okay, so... oh, so it's going to send me a verification code now. Ooh, this server is official. Hey, Formula, how's it going, bud? We're just actually trying out a new UO server here too. The developers of UO Forever were nice enough to jump into my stream, which is super funny because a couple days earlier, my buddy actually sent me this really random, obscure video of like at the time, this random guy singing about Ultima Online. And both of us had a pretty good laugh because for us, it's a really nostalgic game. We grew up on this game, have a lot of memories built around it and stuff like that, right? And it was really funny that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, small world, right? The guy that made the video ended up jumping into my stream the other day and actually like getting a chance to talk to him and stuff like that and everything, because he's one of the developers for this server, which is super, super awesome. Because like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, without people like him dedicated to the game on a developing side, we wouldn't have the game anymore for the most part. So it's really cool that happened. And actually, you know what? I made a new... I hope this works, so let's see here. Oh, boom. Okay, cool. That's really super cool. Okay. So I've had a lot of questions like the last little while when I do my, when I stream Ultima Online, a lot of people pop in and ask, you know, what server is it? So that's pretty cool that worked there for me. I know, eh? And it's so true with that, eh, Bob? Like how lucky and niche was that? Like and it's such a funny small world that just a couple days previous, I'm watching at the time, like I said, like this random person singing this song about this super famous game that I play. Well, super famous in my head, right? And then he jumps into my stream. Small world. It really is a small world. And actually, I was talking about this the other day too, actually. I met one of the people I used to know in the game too in real life. Because obviously throughout the game back in the day, you didn't really know people outside of the game. You didn't have things like Facebook, MySpace, stuff like that, right? At best you had like ICQ, maybe MSN Messenger, depending on how late it was. But it was really neat because I got to meet someone I used to play with in-game. I used to buy like items from his shop, like because you can have player-run vendors in this game. So it was really neat to be able to talk to him outside of the game and talk to him about the game, you know, talk to him about his shop and everything. It was really cool, really neat experience. Good old ICQ, eh? Exactly. It's so neat, the nostalgia with that type of stuff, like, ow! Wait, what? Who just messaged me? And even the funny things too, like we always joke about, like especially with MSN Messenger, where you used to like sign out and then sign back in to kind of like blip your crush or whatnot at the time, to like try and like highlight the fact that you were online, so maybe they would message you or whatever else, right? Or one of the other things was adding all the characters to the beginning of your name to try and bring your name higher on the list of contacts. So, you know, the good old days, right? It's super funny talking about that stuff now, because in a lot of cases, you know, like I bring it up with my nephew and stuff, and it's just, you know, so unified on what people use nowadays and everything. But yeah, ICQ, MSN Messenger back in the day. All right, so what else do we have here too? I guess we don't need this. I'm not... Links. Okay, we'll close this down for now. Young player benefits. Am I young? Oh, okay, cool. I am young. Okay. So, welcome to UO Forever. Oh, you know what? Welcome to UO Forever. You have young player status. This means, after dying and resurrecting, you keep everything in your bag. Normally it would drop into your body. You have access to the new player dungeon, just south of Brit Bank. Special volunteers called companions may appear and assist you. Be aware that young player status lasts 9 hours of gameplay, or until you gain enough skills that applies to all characters on your account. The new player tour is highly recommended. Say help to get the greeter. You may renounce these benefits by saying, I renounce my young player status. I hate to say this, Absolute, I don't get that reference. I really, you know what, actually? Okay, let's look this up here real quick. Since we're having some fun, since we're doing a just chatting session, that's why I like these. Because I can do fun stuff like this, and I don't have to, like, worry about, like, you know, gameplay or anything. Okay, Robert Wilco. Who is this guy? Robert Wilco. Did I spell it right? Oh, Roger. Roger. Oh, no, I didn't spell it right. Slippy, Slappy, Swanson. Check the briefcase. Samsonite. I was way off. Roger Wilco. Okay, who is this guy? Oh, on local radio. Oh, okay, so it's a radio guy. Was the first, like, TeamSpeak Ventrilo, Roger. Oh, okay. That's funny. Oh, it's a program, not a person. Oh, you know what? I don't remember that. I have to admit, I remember and used probably Vent. Yeah, Vent was probably the first one that I used, like Ventrilo back in the day. And that was probably more around the time of like probably in like the early 2000s to like mid 2000s. I played a lot on Adam Ant's server, Angel Island, as I was saying. I have to admit, I don't think that server still exists, but if it does, go check it out, because that's a really cool server too. But I used Ventrilo a lot at that time. Now Discord is pretty much the universal program, right? Oh, that's funny. Oh, you use that one too, Eckers? Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, no, I've never used Roger. When was that around? Was that, I'm assuming that was before Vent? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never used that one before. Oh, verification code. Let's see. Oh, I think it did come through here. All right. So we're going to verify our email here. Oh, we got another huge dumping of snow last night too. The really heavy, like, packing snow. That's what took me a little bit later to get out on the stream today. Today I actually did shovel my way out to the shed and stuff like that, because it was the big, huge, sloshy snow this morning. And that reminds me, I have to actually go out to the rink after stream and go shovel the rink, because that type of snow is really bad to have sitting on the rink, because essentially it's going to, like, melt either the rink, or it could potentially freeze to the rink if it gets cold again, and then kind of create like a really bumpy, like, rough surface. So I want to make sure I get out there and get that all cleaned off, and then potentially throw another flood down on the rink. So you know what's funny too, Absolute? I don't know if it was beta, alpha. I don't know the actual like patching of it, but my friends and I were actually able to play it pre-release too, because maybe you remember this, Absolute. One of the things I always bring up, and like not many people remember this, is the bottom of bank boxes used to be true black. And one of the big issues was, with the game, true black clothing wasn't supposed to be like a thing, right? True black clothing very, very early was acquired through different, for lack of better terminology, different glitches in the game, right? And a problem was people were losing true black losing it, right? Like, you couldn't see it, but they were losing it in the bottom of their bank boxes. And I remember that they changed it to that kind of that red velvety color that you've got now, so that you could find things in your bank box easier. And I always bring that up. So I wonder if you remember that one, Absolute. Okay, so here, let's get our password in here. think we're good here. Oh. What do we got here? We're opening the rules. All right, we're just looking here. You may have 3 accounts. Sharing accounts is not allowed. Do not give your account information. Okay. Do not name your character using... Okay, that makes sense. You can't use bad words to name your character. Multi-clienting rules. Multi-clienting in player versus player situations is forbidden. You may, however, have one character engaged in world player versus player at any given time. Okay. Using online services to bypass... Okay, so that makes sense. So you're not allowed to multi-client for PvP and stuff like that. Because some people, like, because the game's so old, some people almost have, like, scripts built for, like, PvP characters and stuff like that. And little bots and stuff. So that makes sense. So essentially, it's pretty standard rules and stuff like that. Yeah, don't try and drive people away from the server. No, it makes sense. No, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Yeah, no, this is super cool. This is super cool. Like, it's gonna be nice to have a different option, too. I have to admit, I think... I hate to say this, but I think the population's gonna be bigger here, too. Maybe? I mean, oh. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a little vendor setup here and stuff like that in Brit. I always like seeing Brit still used as, like, the main city. For some reason, a lot of other servers have kind of, like, diverted away from using Brit as the main city. But I've always liked Brit as the main city, because that's, like, where I used to bank sit. Like, very nostalgic, right? So I like that about it. What do we got here? Can I pick that up? What do we got there? Contract. Abnormal... Oh. Nope. I don't need that. That's going to be no help to us here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, exactly. When you can get sandals from Bud. Okay. We got an old schooler. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, when you could kill, like, vendors for sandals. There was just so much, like, little glitches to the game back in the day. Because Ultima Online is such an old school MMO that essentially, in a lot of ways, it was a guinea pig for future MMOs. Even it was really funny. I always bring up this story, but they had an NPC come into the game, which was supposed to be the king of the world, which was Lord Britain at the time, which nowadays would be an invulnerable character. You wouldn't even be able to attack him. And in those days, they made him vulnerable and attackable, and apparently with not a very big health pool, because a group of people came up and assassinated him in-game during an event. So, little things like that, right? You know, essentially a lot of the developers didn't... Well, I mean, he's the Lord of the World. He's given them the world. Why would someone attack the Lord of the World? Well, as we know now, there's always going to be that player group that wants to, you know, be the sandpaper against the grain of society, right? Yeah, Richard Garrett. Yeah. I don't know how to... Is that how you pronounce his name? Yeah, with Firefield. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, little things like that. Essentially, it was this field spell, because I guess if I remember correctly, too, you couldn't directly attack him, to correct myself, but you could put up field spells, and then he was trying to run around and couldn't get out of it, and yeah, it was quite the spectacle. If I'm not mistaken, you might be able to look it up on YouTube. I don't know if something like that far back would have been recorded, but you might be able to find it. So also, too, okay, so if Rotten is still here, so what was this other thing I was supposed to guess about, too, bud? I apologize. But I really don't think I'm going to be able to guess the second thing. Unless it's something we've been maybe talking about. Oh, it is. It is? Okay, 1 second. Okay, you know what? You know what's funny? I always forget that I'm just doing just chatting here, so I could actually look it up myself here too. Lord British Lord British assassination. Oh, so here is is there okay, so he Lord British is dead, yeah. Okay, so here's pictures of it. Okay, and then is there a video of it? Oh, here it is. Is this it here?
Took place close to the end. Shots. So taken by a character named Demon Saw. Greatest. And pops up. You're on top of someone. It goes back and forth. And so when I took this screenshot, Mental popped up on top. Lord British's corpse. I, out of force of habit, walked forward to try to loot the corpse. Of course, it's impossible because he was too high up. Here, corpse and many crashes. Helios.
So yeah, like that's essentially the breakdown of it there.
They killed everyone in sight.
He was on the bridge to his castle, and he was fire fielded, which ended up killing him. But yeah, it's just too bad that there weren't actually any like full live action video at the time for it. But yeah, that's pretty funny. The guy was banned for life for it. You know what though? Like honestly, like why would you ban someone for life for something like that? Like that, I don't know. I don't think that's right in my opinion, because the whole point of Ultima Online originally, from my point of view, was like freedom of choice, right? Even the notoriety system, you have the choice to steal something, but there's a cost to pay for that. You can kill someone, but again, you have to pay the cost for killing someone, right? I liked that in the game, kind of the freedom of it. But I mean, I guess in a situation like that where he's taking out like the leader of the world, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty entertaining. No, I didn't actually. I had a buddy that used to play Dark Age of Camelot, but I never got into it myself. And you're right, it is one of the top moments in MMO history. Like, it's talked about so much. And even if I'm not mistaken, I don't know how it kind of is worked in, but 1 second here. Let me see if I might be able to find it here real quick. Okay, so it's the Guinness World Records Gamers Edition. So it's all like the world records of video games. Ultima Online, like back in the day, used to be all over this thing, right? Like it used to be like, you know, top MMO, most players played, like obviously before things like EverQuest and World of Warcraft took over. But I wonder in here if, oh, you know, it's funny. Oh, that's super cool. In the index, one of the first things it was listed under, Ultima Online, page 105 and 138. So 105... That's why reading is good, kids. You actually learn things. If you learn how to read, too, you can find information easier. So 105, what was it brought up for on 105? Where's the mention on 105? Sorry about the boringness here for a quick second, folks. I'm just trying to look up Ultima Online world records here, because there are a couple of world records that Ultima Online has actually set. Yeah, so Yeah, it says 105, but it's not on 105. EverQuest is on here. Okay, so we've got World of Warcraft. So essentially what it's doing is it's mapping out the approximate sizes of the worlds. So it's saying that the different worlds here are, in terms of size, it looks like No Man's Sky is the biggest one, followed by Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, EVE Online, Elite, Minecraft, Elder Scrolls 2. Really? And then Fuel, Vanguard. Don't forget, this is 2017, right? So some of these are going to be overtaken by different records and stuff like that. Do you know how the first mill of gold was made in UO? I don't know, killing liches? Because that was me. That was me who had the first million. No, I'm just joking, but me and my buddy used to be pretty rich in that game. Pretty rich. It actually got to the point back in the day where me and my buddy were selling items like in game and stuff like that on eBay and everything, because we just, had a lot. No, but in all serious, absolute no, I actually don't know where the first million was found. Oh, okay, so apparently there's a big player base for Dark Age of Camelot called Phoenix that has a huge player base. So anyone that's looking to play Dark Age of Camelot, that's pretty cool. I've never played the game myself. I probably won't get into a game like that myself. Jumping back into Ultima Online is overwhelming enough. Oh, that's super funny. Yeah, you're totally right, Absolute. I do remember that. So what Absolute is bringing up is essentially the fact that, like, back in the day, because in 1995, there wasn't a lot of, per se, there were a lot of chat rooms, but there weren't a lot of virtual chat rooms like there are nowadays, where you can literally go into VR chat, make an avatar, go into a world, and then chat with other people, right? So a lot of people kind of use Ultima Online almost as a second life or a chat room. And what Absolute is referring to is the person that made the first million in Ultima Online was actually a brothel owner in the game, which is almost kind of like a player run, like, role play type of thing. And that's how the money was made, which is really super funny. That is really entertaining, actually. But yeah, it's really funny to think about different things like that with Ultima Online back in the day, like how it was kind of used, and again, how it was the guinea pig for so many different systems nowadays, like the whole PvP, PvM system, how you split your player base into people that want to attack other people, people that want to attack monsters. Because there are generally the two different player bases, right? Oh, you only found that out recently? That's really funny, Absolute. That's a good little fact. I love little, tidbits like that. Well, that's why I have all my Guinness Book of Records here too, right? Okay, so wait. The other one was 138, right? I think the other one said 138. Here, we're going to just double check that. Yeah, 138. Okay, so let's see where the mention is on 138. Let's see if there is actually a record still in 2017 for Ultima Online. Oh. You know what's funny? Okay. So in the 2017 edition of Guinness Book of Records, there is not a record, technically, for Ultima Online. What it is a fact, okay? Get this, Absolute. It actually states, in 1997, Lord British, the in-game alter ego of Ultima Online creator Richard Garrett, was killed by a character casting Firefield spell in the game's beta. Garrett had forgotten to reset his invulnerability following a server crash. MMO Crunch hailed it as the most memorable event in MMORPG history. So the actual event itself is in the Guinness Book of Records, in the Gaming Guinness Book of Records. That's really funny. That is really funny. And it deserves to be, right? Because like I said, like that was a monumental moment in gaming, right? Again, learning about the player base. Because if you give people that option, some people will take it, right? Even I played on a server before where, I mean, there was literally a group called, like I hate to almost give them, you know, like famous stuff, but Griefers United, right? And it was, I mean, at the time it was kind of funny and stuff like that because I knew a lot of the tricks and everything, but it was really toxic to new players and stuff like that, right? You know, a brand new player thinking they're getting gated to Moonglow or something like that to start, you know, training, taming or something, and all of a sudden they're in a stuck spot in a dungeon they can't get out of without GM help and they're dead, right? So different things like that, but yeah, like death gates, right? Like Griefers are the worst. I had a guild called the Cleanup Crew. See, like, okay, now was it Griefers or were you like the guys going out and like killing the Griefers? Okay, we would kill the Griefers in low level areas. See, that's cool, mate. I like that kind of stuff. See, I used to do that kind of stuff too, and even that's kind of what like a lot of guilds on UO will be based around is helping like younger players and stuff like that, which again is one of the things I want to do, right? Just help out some new people and stuff. Kill Griefers in low level areas. Yeah, I mean, it's always helpful, right? Or the raffles. Okay, so this place is pretty cool. I will have to play some more Ultima Online forever because this is really neat. They've got some nice features. There's some custom content, but it's not so custom that it feels unnatural. Like you don't jump into the game and it feels like a different game essentially. Whoa, okay, that's cool though. You can get like almost a flying mount dragon. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's got the nostalgic look with kind of some new pizzazz. I like that about it. And I love this Brit Bank here. Like, this is super cool how they did this. I love this. Okay, rules are simple. Okay, yeah, whatever. We got the rules. I read and agree. I like the options. I read and agree. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at Lord Bugger. Lord Bugger wears studded armor? That's weird. Lord Bugger isn't a caster, maybe? Oh! Okay, now I know what it is, Rotten. Now I know what it is. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. So, did you flip the switch? Because we were actually discussing that the other day. Like, I personally didn't want to flip the affiliate switch because I do I do stream on Facebook, I stream on YouTube, and I like the fact that I can, like, you know, find my viewers there and stuff like that as well. Oh, what? They've got little pets in this? What? That's cool. A young dragon? That's kind of neat. And you can get a bone mask and... That's kind of cool. Okay, that's kind of neat. Again, like, it's not like they're game-changing things. It's just little additions to the system. But yeah, that's really cool that you can get a flying dragon mount. That's really neat. Okay, so... Hell yeah, because I've tried so many other streaming services, and they were all dupes. At least for me, I'll say. Oh, Zandak is me? Wait, so who is Zandak? Oh, the guy I was just checking out. That's too funny. So Absolute is actually Zandak here, the guy that we're looking at, and I was like commenting on like, oh, that's really cool. Like you can get a bone mask and a deer mask because, I mean, Absolute. Check this out, bud. I'm UO in real life. Mine's a little bit cuter than yours. But I feel like I'm UO in real life now with this. So Alex Silverskin is my main on UOR, and Zandak is my main. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you're like huge on both the servers then, bud. Oh, that's awesome. Do you play many other games, Absolute, if you don't mind me asking? Or are you pretty much like UO? Oh, okay. It kind of seemed that way, but I wasn't sure if you were into any other games or anything like that. Oh, that's super cool. I really like that outfit. And I like the fact on this server you can have a body sash above a robe. That's cool. I kind of like that, yeah. No, a very dope looking character. That looks awesome. That is sweet. That's how I would, like, even the color scheme too. Like that's how I would want like a character to look. Let's see who else is here. I like this one. Ooh. This one almost looks like a dark old school Raiden. I like that. Who else do we have popping off here? I like checking out outfits in this game. I like that one. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, no, that's what it's kind of based around for this morning, Rotten. Is that what you guys are playing? Is Paladins? I'll play Paladins if that's what you guys are playing. Friday mornings is all about just keeping it positive before the weekend, and then if people want to play some games, play some shooters or whatever, let's play. Let's play, bud. Let's play. Paladins is really fun, Absolute. I really like it. I've always tried to be a healer in all my games. Like even when I made the switch from Ultima Online to World of Warcraft, I switched to a healer role very early in playing World of Warcraft, and ever since then, like, boom, I've been stuck on the healer role. And even back in the day of like Dungeons and Dragons, Dragonlance, like tabletop games, I was always like a cleric healer type character. So, you know, easy transitions, right? But it's a super fun game if you ever get a chance. And the nice thing too is with Paladins, it's another free-to-play game. You can get it on pretty much any gaming console, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, computer, anything, and it's all free-to-play, and it's all cross-play too, which is really cool. Okay, so I'm going to log out here. We're going to log out. Again, this was more or less just to kind of check it out. Now that we got our character made at least, now I can jump on to UO Forever a little bit more often, check it out, you know, see what it's all about, right? It looks cool, though. It looks really neat. I like it. I like the look of it so far. And it looks well populated, too. Like I said, I like the fact that there's a lot of people around Brit Bank, which is pretty important, right? Or around the main bank in general is pretty important. Doesn't matter if it's Brit Bank or whatever it is, but you at least want people around the main bank in town. Okay, so is it Paladins we're playing, Rotten? Oh, I forgot to bring up my funness this morning. My apologies, folks. Boom, 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 boom. Here, we'll drop some stars in here real quick for everyone, too. Jump for the stars. Wait, what? Wait, what going on? My wife is trying to make me become a stripper for money. Dude, run with it, man. Run with it. As long as it's an upscale club, you're good. No touchy. No touchy. Oh, are you just making an account? Absolute? The absolute? What, you got abs? Abs, babs? Alright, so it sounds, if I'm not mistaken, sounds like Paladins, Rotten? I believe we're playing Paladins, so I gotta switch up my board here. 1 second. Switch up the update board here. Okay. Oh yeah, no worries. No hurries today, man. Hurries today. We're chilling out. Taking it easy today. Okay. Game is Paladins. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Wait. So you gotta share more about this wife telling you to become a stripper for money, bud. What's the deal with that? That's an interesting story to tell. All right. And with the stream avatars, for anyone that's wondering, what you can do is, if you are chatting in the chat, you will be assigned a stream avatar. And then with the stream avatar, you can exclamation jump, interact in different ways. There's a whole bunch of different things you can actually do with your stream avatar. You can choose what represents you as a stream avatar, all that fun stuff, right? There's a lot of different things you can do with the stream avatar. So we're going to be jumping into some gameplay with our friends here. We'll probably end up doing casual play just because, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to be cross-playing with other people and stuff. And I don't really feel like using a remote control. I'm picky like that, right? You know what game I hope you know that I started playing again? What's that, Rotten? My game that I jumped back into after many, many years. Which, by the way, what am I saying? Ooh, Resist Spells is 88.9. Resist Spells is 88.9, people. Not bad. For that is amazing. Healing's at 34.9. That is awesome. Arwen. I like Erwin. I don't know. I like the pronunciation Erwin. Erwin's veterinary skill is at 72.3. For anyone that's wondering what I'm talking about, our community game is Ultima Online that we play. So this is the server that we play on currently. But the skill gain is for Ultima Online, which I have on my laptop in the background for anyone that's wondering. But yeah, don't keep me in suspense here, Rotten. What are you jumping back into? What's your like nostalgic game right now? Stream keeps buffering for me. Let me see here. You know what? Yeah. No, I think there's something wrong with the stream here, folks. Yeah, there's something wrong with the connection here because I'm getting unstable connection from from my actual OBS. Maybe give me a minute here. Let me try restarting my computer here, folks. Let's see here. I'm just trying to look here real quick into what might be causing that. Now it's totally freaking out. Yeah, I'm getting flagged here really bad.